Hello everyone, this is Captain Soban. Welcome aboard to Starship Enorma Prize for another episode of PC Building Simulator. Okay, just another word of warning, hunting season's still going on. This was recorded right after the last episode. It won't be uploaded for 3 or 4 weeks, so hunting will definitely be over by the time this one comes up. Or, not 3 or 4 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks? I don't know, I can't count. But anyways, yeah, let's get back to the game. Let's hook this baby up, see what kind of score we got, and see what we can do to improve it. We finally get to play around with overclocking, and I am very excited to do this. So, cables. Let's go ahead and put you in. Hook everything in. Power you up. I'm going to try not to buy any components because we're not going to get much money for this job, but if I can overclock it without needing to buy anything, or improve the score without needing to buy anything, that'll save us money in the long run. Besides, I like playing around with overclocking. So we're going to need 3D Mark. So we'll go ahead and get that installed. Okay, do not restart. Add system info so we can check our thermals and everything, see what's going on. Now restart. Okay, and so for y'all you guys know who haven't really overclocked before, the first step we have to do is get a baseline, figure out what our actual score is. We already have a target score, which is usually what you do when you overclock. You'll get a baseline and be like see how much further you can push it. So like if your baseline is 3000, your score baseline is 3000, be like, let's see if we can get to 3500, and then you start playing around until you get to that level. But anyways, let's go ahead and run this to get our baseline. Wait, no, cancel. I screwed up. How do I cancel? There we go. I forgot to turn system info on so we can see our stats. So we only have 300 watts to play with, but we're not going to be playing with the GPUs, so we shouldn't have any problems with that. What kind of thing do we have? A Pentium CPU at 3.3 gigahertz, 2 cores. I don't know if we can overclock that. That might be locked, but we'll see. In real life, that would be locked. The only Intel CPUs that are unlocked are the ones that end with a K. So like, yeah, 6700K, 6600K, those ones can be overclocked, but the i5 6600 can't, because it's locked down. But this is a simulator, so we still might be able to do this. Anyways, let's minimize you. Now let's run you. Oh, cool, they adjusted this. Okay, so you guys remember in a couple of videos, all this was on the left side. That's cool, now they just have everything on top, and they have everything in an area where you can like see what's going on. So for instance, everything CPU related is on the left side, GPU and power is in the middle, and maximum power draw is just over here. Cool! I like this a little bit better, it's more organized. Right now our CPU is running at 43. What's our GPU get up to? 52. We can't really adjust that, we don't have the software available yet. And how much power are we consuming? 232, we got about 70 watts left. Okay. Now, if this was real life, I would replace this with a higher wattage, because your power supply is not always going to draw your maximum wattage rating. It's always going to be a little bit less due to inefficiencies. So this might be able to draw 285, 280 instead of 300. But this is a game. We don't care. It's not real life. Alright, I'm trying to figure out why I just came here. Emails, I guess? Then we can bring up our emails. Because I could. I guess while we're waiting, we can get rid of this one, because you're all good to go. So that's 220 bucks. New parts available. Ryzen 5 quad core 1500X and GeForce GTX 980. Cool. What's wrong with my rig? Ooh, yes, we're starting to get diagnosed and fixed. Cool, these ones are fun because it's actual problems that we get to play with, but we're playing with overclocking right now. We're at 2,758. What is our goal? 2,817. Cool. We don't need much. That is a very small upgrade, to tell you the truth. If you went from, that's literally like 70 points. It's like 3% upgrade. Like, if someone paid me, like if I was going to pay someone $100 to upgrade my computer to make it 5% better than it used to be, what do I need that 5% for? Do I have a game that's only playing at 55 FPS and I want 60? I don't know. Well, anyways, now the next step is we need to get into the BIOS. The thermals are good. CPU I think was like at 45, GPU was like at 52. I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. That was bad. Don't do what I do, guys. Let's get into the BIOS and see what we can do. Okay. So it looks like, yeah, we won't. The CPU is locked, so we can't overclock the CPU, but we can overclock the RAM. Oh, XMP isn't on. That puts it to 2100 to 2400. Okay, that's probably all we have to do now. Enable XMP. So if you guys don't know, XMP is a standard on Intel processors. It's basically the most what's the easy way to say it? It is technically an overclock because it pushes it above. No, never mind. It doesn't push it above the base. It's the most optimized version of. I don't know. Let me try to explain that one more time. XMP is basically a RAM profile built into your BIOS that will run your RAM at its most highest performance level it can do at its stock setting. It improves the timings, improves the speed, because when you first boot up your motherboard or first boot up your computer for the first time, it's going to run everything at its minimum specs. Like, your RAM's going to run at a much lower speed than it's rated at, and its timings and everything are going to be much higher. And that's just to improve stability, so when the computer boots up, it doesn't crash. But once it runs, you can go back into the BIOS and set XMP up, which will set it to the settings that was tested in the lab and everything when the memory modules was tested with the motherboard. And they're supposed to guarantee to work because those are the settings that they use to actually test a motherboard. So yeah, little hint for you guys. But let's see. We have to run 3D Mark. I'm talking too much. And I don't really need the system info up because we didn't adjust the processor or GPU. I think that's what I was going to check over here. I was going to check to see what level do I have to be in order to do GPU overclocking. GPU tuner. OCCT is what we'll be using to stress test the machine for overclocking. And GPU tuner is what you use to overclock the GPU. Ooh, custom water cooling shop. Buy all the latest parts to transfer your PC into a water-cooled monster. Cool. That's at level 10, that's a long way from now. You're at level 6 and you're at 13. Alright, so we're not going to be able to do a whole lot of those type of overclocking for quite some time. We're still at level 3. Are you almost done? Tell me you're almost done. There we go. 2,773. We need 2,817. Alright. That didn't improve it as much as I thought it would. In fact, I don't even think it really improved it at all. Really just need a better CPU. Do I have any CPUs on hand? Nope. Alright. Well, this overclocking area wasn't as exciting as I wanted it to be. I was hoping it would keep it unlocked, even though technically a Pentium is locked. I could try pushing up the RAM a little bit more. Hang on, let's get into the BIOS. Ooh, here's our problem. We only have one RAM stick. So even if I do push this up higher, it's not going to make a difference because we're in single channel. Yep. Only one channel being used. Okay. So that means we have to buy a new RAM stick. Yeah, he's got a good RAM stick in here, but he only has one RAM stick. So we get a second one that should improve our scores just enough to get that going. He also has a monster cooler on for a super cheap CPU. But if he's using this for gaming or whatnot, getting another memory stick would probably do it. Let's see. It's this one right here, which is one of the best ones I can actually buy. So that would be $70 and we get paid 110. Okay, that'll work. So let's go ahead and discard you. There we go. Now I know I said I wanted to try and get this going without buying anything, but I didn't know they only had one RAM stick. Of course, I probably should have checked that out before messing with things, but I haven't really messed with anything. All I did was activate a motherboard setting that's supposed to improve your RAM, which I think it did. I think it improved it by like 6 points, but it's not going to improve much if it's not in dual channel mode. Alright, so we got you going. And we'll put you over here, put you in the middle, and you are the fixed one. All we have to do for you is order a new PSU, or not PSU, hard drive. Come on, go! Go away! Dang it, I screwed up. We need to go on the other side, because that's where the hard drives are stored. Ooh, you have 2 hard drives. I do know a trick. Because you can, even with a bad hard drive, you can still get into BIOS. Now, an easy way to do this is just to take the hard drive out and the game will tell you if it's bad or not. But I want to figure this out without actually having the game tell me what it is. Okay. Get in the BIOS. It sees both of them though. It sees both hard drives. See, in real life, if one of these hard drives were bad, it wouldn't show up in BIOS, because BIOS wouldn't see it. Okay. I'm kind of confused at the moment. Let me read this email real quick. Let's see, by the way, if you can get a hold of a copy of blah blah blah. Ripped by Blu-rays from computers, I more damage, but then the hard drive they were on made that loud clunk sort of sound, and now I can't access any files. Okay. So yes, I think this is kind of a glitch, but if this would happen in real life, if you tried to boot this up, if it was the OS drive, it would tell you that that OS can't be found if it went out. Then you would go in the BIOS, and it won't show up in the BIOS saying that your hard drive, blah blah blah. It would only say one of the hard drives, and the one that it says should be the one that's good. But this one says both hard drives, unless there's 3 hard drives on this thing. There's the terabyte, there's the 500 gig. No SSD anywhere. Alright, I'm just curious, what happens if I just tell this thing to boot up? I want to see what the game tells me. It boots up. I don't know what the problem is. Alright, let's see what the game says. According to all my data, this system works perfectly. Ooh, wait, hang on. No, yeah. Sorry about that, I was contemplating things in my head. Let's go ahead and plug this stuff back in. Let's put our information software in. Oh, God dang it, you would just connect. Connect. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Apparently I'm getting a call. Alrighty, sorry about that. Yeah, my parents just called. They're out shopping right now, and they wanted to see what I wanted for lunch. So we're having Taco Bell for lunch. It was between Dad and Arby's. But anyways, back to the game. We need to... we'll keep the back open in case we have to access it. But let's turn you on. Let's get into the place. And I did totally forget to attach you. This guy has a virus scanner on. I guess he tried to get rid of the virus and probably screwed something up by doing it. See what system info tells us. See if it can give us any proper diagnostics of what's going on. RAM. Ooh, this one only sees the terabyte. Okay. So that means the 500 gigabyte is bad. Now, in real life, the BIOS would definitely be more reliable than a software thing. And another way to check is once you boot into Windows, you just go to your computer, which I would show you my real computer, but I don't know if it's going to break the recording. Screw it. Let's try it. You still recording? I think it is. Alright. See, this is what you would do. You would go here, this PC, and this would show you all the hard drives that you have available. Right now I only have one, because I only have one hard drive on this computer. But if I had a second one plugged in, and it wasn't showing up, it wouldn't show up here in Windows either. So that's a little trick for you guys that struggle with this type of stuff. Anyways, let's go ahead and I guess we'll keep all that stuff on. Let's shut you down. Get rid of the 500 gig because you're the bad one. Okay, if we go in our inventory, go to storage. Yep, see, says broken. But it was weird because it was showing up in BIOS. It's not supposed to show up in BIOS. Anyways, sell you. We need a new 500 gigabyte. I probably shouldn't have sold that right off the bat. Oh well. So this is storage. We need a 500 gigabyte. Add to cart. And now, I believe that's all we need. Let me just double check everything. That's the one we just diagnosed. We're replacing the hard drive right now. You are done, so I can get rid of you. You we're trying to work on, waiting on a memory module. And you, we still need to bring in. Yeah, I know. So let's go ahead and read this one real quick, and then we'll end this episode. How you doing? My gaming rig isn't booting anymore. I don't know what's wrong with it. Can you diagnose what's wrong with it? It seems to power on okay. The fans go around, but it doesn't get any further than the BIOS screen. Can you have a look and fix whatever's wrong with it? Peace out. Sounds like a bad hard drive. Yeah, but if it powers on okay and can still get to the BIOS screen, that means the motherboard, CPU, and memory are all working good. And if you can see the BIOS screen, that means the video card's good. So I think this guy has a bad hard drive. But anyways, we'll figure that out next time. Anyways, If you guys like this video, please leave a like. If you like what I do, consider subscribing. Check out the other videos I have on the channel. If you want to support me directly, there's a Patreon in the video description. You guys can check out. I'm going to go ahead and buy this real quick. Power this thing off. Shut down. Turn the lights off. And go ahead and end the day. So next time we play, we'll just play there. So, end day. Alrighty. So yeah, I'll keep it right here, guys. And until next time, this is Captain Soban signing out.